All right, buddies, I have one question for you. Where does your strength come from? Is it Vox Machina, episodes 10, 11, and 12?
That's where I get my strength from.
Oh, fuck yeah.
VOX MACHINA! Fuck! Shit!
I'm going to simply put this right now. Episode 10 of Vox Machina Season 2 might be the greatest episode of anything I've ever seen. Okay?
I'm not mad.
I could not get enough of it.
Got the metal song where they all came in.
Can I tell you, that was the best part of the show. When Scanlan started just ripping.
When they saw like their silhouettes
Yep.
on the rooftop
I'm like,
running,
oh,
here
buddy.
they come.
I could not get enough. Grog is back to normal. He has his vestige. He proved to his uncle how great he was.
By literally cutting him in half.
And like, you know, that energy and that passion that like Pike and Grog have. She was like, I need you. And he was like, okay, crushed the wood spike that he's impaled on and just went wild.
He raged. So glad you said this about episode 10, especially about the song that went along with the fight and
that
the
was
climax
I've
of
watched
like the fall of the herd.
I think I've watched the last 3 at least 2 or 3 times. Yeah, like I normally do. Even rewatching, it's still just good because I'm like, now I know it's coming. I'm like, oh yeah, here it comes. And then the whole fight thing, and they weren't even doing that great. They were losing at one point, like the tides turned and things were going south. But I just. I can't. I want more of the show, and I know it's gone right now.
So sad.
And I don't know what to do because, you know, we have the dragon still as a problem. Obviously, the herd and collecting the vestiges were the primary upgrades that they needed. So now, like Grog, I love seeing him in the fist. He has the axe. He did the right thing by letting his cousin.
You talk.
Oh, right. Even the humor in this was
So
like,
good.
it just made sense. And, you know, they're celebrating. They were drinking and doing that. And Scanlan's trying to have sex with his daughter. It's perfectly
Did
fine.
you see that coming, that curveball?
No. But I
either.
mean, like, because
I appreciated it, though. It wasn't the same rinse and repeat.
Nope.
Yeah, the reason why, from the second she came in the show, I'm like, why do they look so similar?
Right.
I thought they were just maybe
Just
the same
gnomes.
race. Exactly, yeah, it was a gnome to a gnome.
Then, real question, though. You meet a girl first night. Well, you kind of know her a little about her. But you're out drinking. Takes you home. Starts tying you up. You letting that happen? This guy sure isn't.
No, I have to know you before
Just
we're
a
going
little
that
bit.
deep.
Just a little bit.
But Scanlan's he's a slut.
He's a dog.
He's a whore.
And he found out the hard way. The sword that he got was cool. I thought that was going to put some kind of like hex on him, but it kind of did.
We've already
I
done
guess.
that 2 times.
Yeah, it kind of did because it made him now like you see in his like thoughts like growing like, oh, should I do this? How bad of a person he is. He was trying to run away in a lot of the fights.
He was, especially
And-
against Umbrasyl. He wanted no parts of
Nothing.
And it
well,
turned
it was-
out he was the one that actually ended it all.
Well, it was weird because if you look at the start of episode 12, you have him telling the story to his grandkids about how he beat the dragon, which is a little bit of a like foreshadowing about what actually happened because he did. He beat Umbrasyl,
Yep.
period. Because he decided to stick around. He got his sword back because that was his vestige. And the other thing with Vax and his growing of the matron,
That part, yeah, that was a huge
cool,
storyline.
He's back to normal, except he understands.
He's
his new
accepted his
responsibility.
role, and before he was like, "What am I here for?
And
What does it
destiny.
want from me?" And everything about. Can we just talk about how great everyone's progression has been this season? No character went without any attention.
Nope.
Vex and Vax both had material.
Yep.
Grog had his. Scanlan had his.
Trinket.
Trinket had some scenes.
He was out there again. He's like,
Yeah.
she's like, I gotta let you out because when she went to go capture Grog, like, return him to his Pokeball, and then threw him out and he came down. That's what it reminded me of, and that's what gave Grog the edge. It's like they work so well together. It's a great team. You know, they just as much as they want to like question and not help each other, they do. Everything happened for a reason. Like in the when Vax was explaining, like, well, you know, we had to go help keyless people. We had to go run into Grog's
Side quest.
Yeah, and now they beat another dragon. They found the Hoard of Gold. They get back to Whitestone, and everything's great. Everybody's having overfilled glasses of wine. And
I did not see the dragon
keep
helping
Rhiannon.
them.
Well, I think because, you know, at one point he's getting, like, a little bit out of control.
He is, yeah.
He's reaching too far. And
And Umbrasyl was trying to get the vestiges because he was trying.
I think he was going to fight Thornette, too.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
And I need the girl who was helping Umbrasyl to die. I don't like her.
I wanted more plot development with her. I
a
thought
little.
we were
I
gonna
think it's
get
more to
some
come.
more.
More to come.
Oh, I know we
She's
are.
still
I wanted
around.
more this season.
Yeah, I think
Little bit
they
more
should have opened
motives,
up a little
little
bit
bit
about
more-
her.
yeah.
Like really who
If
she
I
was.
had a one negative, it would be her storyline this season.
Right.
It just felt unfinished. Where
She wasn't
everything else
necessarily
had
what we
such a
wanted.
beautiful bow put on top. That was the one thing where it was like, we needed more from that.
And that was 12 episodes of 30 minutes.
What do you think was better, season 1 or season 2?
Oh, season 2, hands down.
Season 2.
I would take either, but season 2 was...
It's just one of my favorite shows that we watch full stop.
It is my favorite show. I don't understand. Like, a friend of mine who's not watching it, I grabbed him by the shoulders. I said, you have to watch this show.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like,
great.
Rarely do I find passion about a show, but this, it's great.
Glad you found it.
About time, 30 some odd years of looking for a show that I could watch on repeat. It's background noise at one
The
point.
comedy's so witty
Yeah.
and like it's so timed so well. Like the heartfelt scenes are so heartfelt.
Yeah,
like
right. They
it's
go from this to this, and it's just
constantly,
like,
and it feels organic.
Yeah, you're
Like,
crying,
None
and
of
then
it
it's
feels forced.
fuck shit up.
Yeah.
That's their saying. Fuck shit up, and you got a little more butt play
Oh, God.
going up Umbersill. Like, how do you squeeze that in? The hand gestures that Scanlon's using the appropriate ones,
Yeah.
mind you.
Well, he would know.
He would.
He would know.
And then they go out the hole. It's just 10, 11, 12. 10, as I already.
That was a
It
fantastic
is my
episode.
favorite episode.
Yeah, and that song that went along with that fight was just like
I just can't get enough of it. And I have a new appreciation for Scanlon, which in the beginning of the season I was going to do without him.
You did say he was the useless one.
Yep. And
Yeah.
now look.
They all died if it wasn't for Scanlon.
He befriended the Sphinx.
Yep.
He
Saved all their lives there.
He was lightning striking the herd.
Yep.
With his hand. He killed the dragon. I'm like, okay, this guy, he's the most important guy in the group.
I think they all. The point is they all are.
Except Percy.
No, Percy's one of. I mean, his whole relationship to Whitestone. He definitely had more development.
Percival, blah,
of
blah,
all
blah,
the
18.
people in the season, he had the least development
Because
this
he had it
season.
all season one.
Exactly. It was almost Percy's story. It was like Whitestone was like one of the main
Well,
storylines.
it is their hub. It's their hometown.
Exactly.
They town portal back to it.
And I want more of the love between the love connections in the show.
I would love an orgy.
So would Scanlon. Oh man, him and Pike. Yeah. Percy and Vex.
Told you, I'm in love with Pike.
Keyleth and Vax.
Yeah.
Poor Grog.
Grog doesn't need anybody.
Gotta go get some ass somewhere. He's the only character not to have a love interest. We gotta introduce one in season 3. He's gotta find somebody. And I'd be here for it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was season 2.
we're coming back for the review real shortly.
Yeah.
And
Spoiler alert.
No,
it's not gonna be a C.
well, yeah, I have no idea where I want to put it on the list. I have to really put some thought and some time in it.
We'll come back and see where we rank it, and we'll see you guys soon for the review of season 2 of Vox Machina.